Hello and welcome. Welcome to our research and publication webinar series. And also let me acknowledge my senior editors who have been the role models and mentors in our publication communities.
Yes.
Would
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The journey looks like this. We start here from the submission, and you can see the three rejects and here the other one. So there are four chances of your manuscript being rejected and the one chance being accepted. So you have that many, gates for your article being rejected. So once you submit your manuscript, it goes to the peer review process. Usually, normally, two or three reviewers review manuscript. They provide their feedback, and then the editors, read all of them and make their decision either to reject or accept. The very first one, when it comes to the journal portal, there is a managing editor, and managing editor will make a decision where to forward to the reviewer or assign to the associate editors or desk rejection. We also call desk rejection at the very first. Then after peer review process, which takes somewhere from 6 weeks to even 6 months or longer, depending on the journals, the number of entries we receive. Then most of the times, the author received a revision, decision. You revise. Here are the suggestion of the reviewers, and then make revision, and then it will go for the second round of the peer review, or the editors and the reviewer will, take a look again, and they will issue an acceptance letter for you. And after the manuscript being accepted, it takes another few months to go to the publication process, because there are lots of steps, including copy editing, proofreading, layout, and then schedule for the print and online edition. The entire process from the submission to publication takes somewhere from 6 months to even 2 years. Many journals in our field, in my field, takes somewhere a year to 2 years. Even I had to wait for 2 years for two or three manuscript that I published before. Very daunting, challenging, tedious process. But this is the one of the ways to get success. And you are in a good hand. And this morning, afternoon, depending on your time zone, you will have a chance to interact with our editors and reviewers in a few minutes. Okay, so the first thing first, when you decide to write something for any journals, just take a look, few items, few places, such as the aims and scope of the journal. And please mute your microphone. I sincerely request all of you to mute when we are not speaking. So always go through the some of the information area of the journal, look into their aims and scope. This is just a paragraph, and then guidelines of how to submit a manuscript. This is one of the well-established journal in my field. So depending on your field, you make a list of the journals and their impact factors, and also the other requirement. And here is the other journal, Journal of International Student, the one of the flagship journal in our open journal system. And we have highlighted our aims and scope here. Editorial board, you can definitely contact them. When you click editorial board, you will see all our reviewers and editors, and also look into the the author's guidelines, and then take a look some example of published article, what they look like. And there is a search button, and remember, there are definitely one or two articles in the area of your interest. We have published roughly 1,000 articles in the field, in this case, in this journal, and across the all journals, we have a lot there. So, and this is another journal, Comparative and International Higher Ed, and the editor, Dr. Raby, is here. Dr. Bernhard is here. You can definitely have a conversation with them. And the publication process, the first thing, start with the venue, which journal is appropriate considering your manuscript, and also look into the types of manuscript that they are publishing. We publish, research article, non-research essays, research brief, book reviews, all kind of manuscript. But all journals have a different expectation, different guidelines about the publication, and also steps. The steps, as I said earlier, peer reviewing, revision, lots of revision, and copy editing, those things. However, you will get a lot of rejection. Rejection is a normal part of publication process. Do not get afraid. Do not get scared with the with your manuscript being rejected. The rejection is a good thing. At least you get feedback. They are telling us something to make change for the next round. So I love rejection. That's how I grew in the field. Otherwise, I would not be here today if my manuscript were not rejected. Still, I get lots of rejection, which is good. Every rejections come with the golden nugget of the feedback from reviewers. So where do you publish? That's a challenge for many of us. There are many journals in the field. I am in education. In education, we have 6,000 plus journals, and this is very difficult to choose. Depending on your engineering, mathematics, business, you have 100,000 journals there. So again, look the topic, review process, in the readership, and then time. The time again depends on journal to journal. Some journal publish right to tomorrow. You turn in today, they publish tomorrow. And make sure to avoid these blacklist journal, predatory journals, untrustworthy journals in your field. How do we know? I have listed 5 points, 5 indicators, and there may be more than that. Again, there are more than 3,000 journals, even in education. So they brag about their journals. They talk about the false claim about their metrics. They scoop us, and yes, they promise you the fast publication, sometimes a week or so, which is not possible for me, for my personal experience, to publish something in a week. And they definitely charge a fee. Fee is some sort of normal thing nowadays, but make sure that they are charging whether 5,000 or 300 or $50. So look into those, and then also the false claims. There are lots of ways to look into these kind of untrustworthy journal or predatory journals. So this is something you will be speaking with my panelist or with my guest in another breakout session. What we are saying is choose a journal that you think fit, appropriate, and our goal is here to guide you through the publication process, provide some opportunity for the review or copy editing those things, and move on. That's all we have. So we are almost on the top of the hours, and we appreciate taking time, and thank you so much. If we have any questions, please feel free to email us, and I will be sending the questions that we receive in the chat room. And we wish you a happy holiday.
Thank you.
Stay safe and healthy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miracle.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
So
better
I'm looking
message.
forward for your information about the one with Noam Chomsky.
Oh,
Thank
sure.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you.
And
look forward
we will
to that,
receive
please.
the slide.
Thank you.